Good evening, everybody. Welcome here to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MGH for Honor Bros Heating and Cooling's presentation of Macomb High Sports tonight. The Macomb Bombers are taking on the North Mac Panthers here at Macomb High School. John Burton and Brandon Thomas will be on the call with you. Bombers were able to pick up a 22-point win in the JV game, 48-26. As we will get set for the national anthem and the starting lineups. As we will take a break here for the national anthem. We'll be back with you right after this.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
Here at MGH, we provide one-on-one care to our patients. This allows them to feel supported and empowered during their labor process. The Tower of Power is a cart full of tools and resources to help support women during their labor experience. Items include massage therapy tools, aromatherapy, personal care items, music therapy, and features our labor menu.
We provide a celebratory dinner to each family to congratulate them on their new little one. We strive to create a safe and supportive environment where each mother's unique birth plan is respected.
And welcome back here to TSSR Game Time Live, as we will have the starting lineups brought to you here. Number 1, Camden Early, this first for the North Mac Panthers. Number 3, Colin Eater. Number 4, Rourke Lewis, 6'1" senior, will pick up the start here. Number 10, Payne McLean, the senior, 6 foot. And a freshman guard, number 12, Luke Alexander, will be the starters tonight for the North Mac Panthers. Yeah, that'll be Early, Eder, Lewis, McLean, and Alexander for North Mac.
So now they have their little demonstration up on the board. Sorry, tonight where we're set up at, we can't really get that, so we'll take a look here at their cheerleaders as of right now.
Yeah, they got that netting not quite rolled up all the way. They left it partially down. It just barely blocks the view of the camera. It's shooting across the gym, but we'll have the Macomb Bombers starters here to you in just one moment. And Macomb will come into this contest after 2 wins here in the new year, one against Abington Avon and the other against Mercer County, following a fourth place finish at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. And this is a non-conference matchup here against North Mac Panthers. So the starters for the Macomb Bombers, number 1, Drew Watson, the 5'11" junior. Malachi Conley, the 5'8" senior. Number 12, Braden Holthouse, the 6'1" senior. Number 0, Nolan Hogue, the 6'4" junior. And number 25, the 6'3" senior center for the Macomb Bombers. So a little bit of a height advantage, especially there with Lambert and Hogue for the Macomb Bombers. So we'll see how that affects the contest. Moving forward, again, we got a little bit of an earlier start time here tonight. Make sure to get on and let your friends know that we are on with the varsity contest here. As Hogue will jump it up in the middle, he will win the tip ball for Macomb. They will start with possession. Holthouse has it. Now to the left wing, Conley, back for Lambert here on the pop. Down in the corner, Watson with Early on him. We saw this motion offense for the Bombers in the JV game, and Watson is able to get our scoring kicked off early as he will knock down a sports corner 3 for the Macomb Bombers. Quick trigger 3 for Watson. Alexander has it now, top of the key for the Panthers. Now over for Early. Here's a pump fake and drive, kicked back out by Eder. This one's going to be a 3-pointer on the way for Alexander, who knocks that one through. The freshman able to score there for the Panthers. Conley trying to answer back with a 3 of his own. That one won't fall. That one taken away. Here comes Holthouse the other direction. He'll score. Fast break layup for Braden Holthouse, his first 2 of the game. As we have a foul called here, Holthouse under the basket.
Here in the first minute 14, Macomb's really came out playing hard, scoring, defensively coming up with steals and making everything, including the 15-foot free throw.
Holthouse knocks down his free throw after the and one. Coach TJ Wilson was not happy there. He jumped right off, brought in number 32, Clark Sanson for the Panthers. Another turnover here for North Mac. Back the other direction. Lambert will score 2, and Wilson will take a timeout, as do the Panthers. Quick start here for the Macomb Bombers. They find themselves up 10-3 right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. It's a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here for this one.
And you see Coach TJ Wilson, hands on the hip, clapping the hands, trying to fire up the Panthers. Let's see what happens here. Hopefully this timeout can change some things for the boys in blue.
Yeah, we saw Eder pick up the foul there earlier on that led to the Holthouse and one, and Wilson jumped up off the bench. He had his arms out in the air. He pointed right to Sanson, told him to go right into the game. Definitely not happy with how North Mac has started here against Macomb High. They find themselves in a 7-point hole. Backdoor cut was there for a second. That one's going to be taken away by Hogue. Hogue pushes it up. Holthouse deep 3. That one's going to be short. Offensive rebound, fought for under the basket. Lambert's able to pass it over for Hogue. Nice extra effort there by Langdon Lambert. And it results in 2 more Bombers points. 12-3 now is the score. Just 2 minutes into this game. As we're going to have an off-the-ball foul called here on North Mac.
We've got some Jacksonville officials here tonight. Steve Keene, Billy Hitchcock, and John Deering.
The last foul was charged to number 32, Clark Sanson. It'll be the team's second. And you can't let things spiral here as Holthouse will try another three. That one rims out. Sanson with the board. Macomb offense can put points on the board in a hurry, especially with that outside shooting. Gotta find a way to slow things down and get the pace of play back in your favor if you're North Mac. Battling on the inside layup. That one going to be tipped around. Lambert's able to pull down the board. Flips it over for Holthouse. Here's Watson now. Had Hogue cutting through the middle. Didn't like that one. He'll pull it back out. And now they'll work the pick and roll action. Lambert to Conley. Back top of the key, Hogue. Into the corner, Holthouse. There, Lambert trying to find Hogue cutting. That one's going to be tapped away and out of bounds. Bombers will retain possession. Nine-point lead for Macomb here, just under 5 minutes to play. We're going to go to Lambert in the post. He'll kick it to Conley in the paint. Turnaround jump shot. That one won't fall. Rebounded by McLean. Good defense there by Macomb. Skip pass cross court. This one top of the key. Sampson now over for Alexander. He's got the lone 3 points in the game for North Mac, and they're going to call a travel there on the pivot. Saw a lot of that called in the JV contest. Holthouse walks the ball across the court. Now for Conley. Conley looks to attack, gives it over for Watson. Now double the dribble handoff, back over for Holthouse. Conley now working against the freshman Alexander. Passes it over for Watson, probing into the paint. He's going to kick it out for Hogue. Hogue looking to drive once again on Sanson. Close to a travel there. Holthouse puts his head down, drives to the rim, and is able to convert the contested layup.
And Coach T.J. Wilson talking to the official saying that's the same call. I don't know if I totally agree with that, but he really wants that call to try to get back into this game.
This one, kick out three-pointer on the way. That one won't fall for North Mac. Quick shot into possession there. 3 minutes and 35 seconds to play here in the first. Conley will try his hand at a three. That won't go. Another offensive rebound for the Bombers. So have dominated the boards here in the first. Hogue another shot at the rim. Can't get that one to drop. McLean pushing the other direction. Nobody picks him up here. He'll try the mid-range jump shot off the back iron. That won't fall. And Macomb will secure possession. North Mac playing very quickly here on offense. There's going to be a pass under the basket. Hogue, no defense there. Uncontested two at the rim for Nolan Hogue. Bombers just send their lead up to 13. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Farley's Heating Cooling's presentation of Bomber Sports.
You get the opportunity to see so many different things that if you worked at a bigger hospital, you may not be able to see. You know, work is not just about the job, it's also about the people that work alongside you. And we have the best teamwork. They're like a second family. Sometimes you can't get that feeling other places.
You see there the Macomb Bombers exiting their huddle. John Burton and Brandon Thomas on the call with you here tonight. For our brothers heating and cooling coverage of Bombers sports. Bombers up 16-3 is the score. The lone three from Alexander is all the scoring that the Panthers have been able to muster here in the first. Coach TJ Wilson trying to get his squad fired up here on the near end. They have had a trouble guarding and scoring against Macomb, and if you can't guard or score, you're going to be in for a long night. Here's Alexander on the backdoor cut. Coach Wilson's got to like that there. Alexander scores two more at the rim. He's got all five for the Panthers.
Right, that's something that you got to be really pleased about, a cut like that for the easy bunny, for the easy two.
And we're going to have a travel called here on Holthouse. That's one of those things that you mentioned, Brandon. They were having some issues putting up good looks at the basket. They were working really quickly into the shot or into the game clock. Or I guess there's no shot clock here, but just really quickly into the possessions. And right there, you come in the timeout, you're able to get an easy look right at the rim. You'd like to see more of that for North Mac.
And hopefully that builds momentum for the Panthers.
As this will be a three that's tipped out of bounds. It'll be Panthers basketball. Stay on that in. 2 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the first. (16-5). This inbound's going to come all the way back out top of the key for Eder. Eder lost it under the rim there. Scramble for the ball. Be a jump ball called. Elby was on the ground with it, as well as early for the Panthers. Possession will remain with North Mac. Early with it under the basket, able to get it kicked out top of the key for Roark Lewis. He'll drive, put up the little floater. That shot won't go. Rebounded this time by Cooper Hobson. Checked in during the timeout, as well as Elby and Isaac Linebaugh for the Bombers. House in the corner, a bit of a slow closeout down. Might have thought about the three. Linebaugh will try the three. That one won't fall top of the key. Lewis with it, kicks it, corner. Eder, three is good.
After that second timeout that Coach T.J. Wilson called, we're seeing more life from the Panthers.
Yeah, 5-0 run after that timeout for North Mac. Here's Watson, kick out. Holthouse trying to answer in the corner, and he does.
And way to kill with what I just said with coming back and nailing a three from the corner.
Sports Corner three for Braden Holthouse. He's up to 10 points on the night for the Macomb Bombers. He leads in that department for the game. Early with it, gets it to Eder, working against Holthouse, spins around, able to kick it out for Sanson. Sanson drives, loses Hobson, puts up the floater. That shot won't go. Linebaugh fights for the board, is able to come down with it. Linebaugh quickly up ahead. Watson behind the back to Elby. What a play by Drew Watson.
And that really gets the bench and the whole team of the Macomb Bombers really fired up. All of the players on the bench jump up, clapping and cheering.
So after a 5-0 run by the Panthers out of the timeout, Macomb answers right back with a quick 5-0 burst of their own. And Early just kind of ran over Linebaugh there. Nothing called off the screen there. Early will try the three, and he'll hit. Another three for North Mac. Holthouse now, short clock situation, has that one tipped away. 1 second to go. Early will put it up from full court distance. Might have been on target there, just a little bit short. 21-11 is the score here after one. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH for Honor Brothers Heating and Cooling's presentation of Macomb High Sports. We'll be back with you right after this. And back here at Macomb High, started quarter number two, 21-11 in favor of the Macomb High Bombers. A pass there, we saw a moment ago from Drew Watson. He was able to kind of throw it behind his back as he was falling out of bounds. Saved it into Elby for a score there right at the end. North Mac played a lot better coming out of the timeout, but Macomb was able to answer back there in the final, basically about a minute and a half of that first quarter. Conley will try another three, and he'll connect this time. Sports Corner three for Malachi Conley. His first points of the game. This one into the corner. This three on the way. That one is no good. And rebound will be tipped out of bounds. Macomb will retain possession. .13 lead for Macomb. Line ball will walk it up the court. Here's Conley with it under the basket. Turn around in the post. That won't fall. Tough shot there for Conley. Alexander will walk it up the court. Low crossover this time. Hop steps into the paint, throws up a pump fake. He's going to kick it back out for Early. And we're going to have another offensive foul call here. That'll be Camden Early's first, his team's first here in the second. Colin Etter and Roick Lewis in for North Mac, excuse me. And see Wilson there at bottom of the screen, still talking to the official about that last call.
Yep, he was wanting an explanation, and I don't think he really got one. The officials wanted to keep on the flow of play, which that's what they ended up doing. And
exactly
Coach Wilson not happy with. It probably feels like he got ignored a little bit.
So we'll see Hobson pick up the foul there over the back. Holthouse and Watson will check back in for the Bombers. Hobson and Linebaugh will come to the bench. Pretty productive minutes for those two. Here's Etter with it. Drive, kicks out. Sanson looks to drive in. Now back into the corner for Etter. Watson switches out onto him. A clean with Lambert on him. Good ball movement here by North Mac. Dribble drive. Going to get him here on the back door. Extra pass. Wasn't quite ready for it. That was Jacob Bickle down there. Had a good look. I like the ball movement there. Out of the Panthers, is able to hit the roll man. Looking for one extra pass. Just wasn't quite able to make the connection. Holthouse screen for Watson. Passes out to Conley. Holthouse drive, kick, corner. Hogue will try another three. That one off the side of the backboard. Etter with it. Is going to have his pocket almost picked there by Conley. He's able to retain possession. Gets it back out for Lewis. Now into the corner for Sanson. Pretty close to a carry there. Lewis drives, has his shot blocked. Back into the possession of Macomb. 5 minutes to go until halftime. Watson wide open. Corner three is good. Sports corner three for Drew Watson. He's got 6 here in the contest.
He hit a 3 in the first, hit a 3 in the second, and both of them have been uncontested. He's the guy that you've got to contest. You've got to pressure. He's going to nail it, and he's going to nail you.
One of the best pure shooters on this Macomb Bombers offense. Definitely a guy you need to find behind the arc. Here's Lewis on the drive, comes up a bit short there. Here's Watson on the fast break, layup. Nice touch there, going full speed. Watson's able to convert once again. A quick 5-point burst for Drew Watson. And the Bombers, just like that, have the lead up to 18. North Mac scoreless here in the second quarter. We're almost halfway through. And Coach TJ Wilson will call a full timeout. We will stay here for this one. 29-11. The Bombers lead the Panthers here at Macomb High.
We've played nearly 12 minutes, and North Mac has used their third timeout.
Yeah, only 2 timeouts remaining here for North Mac. And again, with the way that this game is being played, I mean, they've kind of needed. Macomb has gone on a couple different runs that have been halted by timeouts, but we've also seen North Mac, after they call timeouts, has been able to come out and put some points on the board. So we'll see if they can adjust here. Again, no points here in the second quarter to this point for the Panthers. With locations in Macomb and Augusta with 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.ronlb.com to check out their inventory. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852. Find out Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling, those 365 days of indoor comfort. Martin Polk Jr. into the game for the Macomb Bombers. So it'll be Polk Jr., Watson, Line ball just checked into the game as well. Holthouse and Elby out there for Macomb. Here's a deep three and a connection for Camden Early. His second three of the game. Holthouse in the corner trying to get it down low for Elby. Line ball top of the key coming off that elevator screen. Watson now, line ball in the corner, able to get to LB down low. LB missed it at the rim, trying to get his own rebound, scramble for it on the floor. LB just so physical down there. It'll be Panthers basketball. (29-14), 15-point lead for Macomb. Eder with it, trying to get it on the backdoor connection here. Pretty good defense there by Watson. Here's a deep three on the way for McLean. That will be out of bounds. Nice save there in between the legs for Sanson, but it falls right into the hands of the Bombers. Watson, three on the fast break, going to leave it a bit short. Polk Jr. with the offensive rebound, cleans it up. And good. Martin Polk Jr. on the board here.
Polk just right in the right position at the right time.
Here's the drive inside. McLean almost able to convert the N1. He'll take a trip to the free throw line. Foul will go on Holthouse. That'll be his first. Payne McLean with two shots here at the stripe. First one is good, makes the connection there. Cooper Hobson and Malachi Conley into the game. Rourke Lewis into the game for the North Mac Panthers. (31-15) now. Second free throw is also good for McLean. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to play before halftime. Watson driving, kicks it back out. Holthouse is going to attack the closeout there of Lewis. We're going to have a jump ball. Holthouse went up and came back down, but Lewis had hands on the ball. Macomb will retain possession here.
And North Mac there without number 15, Cooper Wilson, which is Coach TJ Wilson's son. He's got some kind of leg injury or knee injury that has him out of action as of right now.
Sports Corner 3 for Braden Holthouse. He's got 13 points in the contest. He leads the way. Conley able to get the steal. Looks like he tried the behind-the-back pass there. Kind of lost it off his leg. Holthouse was able to rip it away from Early. But they're going to call a jump ball there. Jacob Bickle into the game, as well as Nolan Hogue for their respective squads. Line ball will come to the bench for the Bombers. This one into the corner. Alexander, three, can't get that one to fall. Nice big rebound there, down low for Hogue. Able to keep possession. Watson drives inside off the screen, kicks it out. Conley fakes another three, drops the man on the floor, and scores at the rim. Malachi Conley, another two.
Conley just going really hard right to the hole, gets that easy money too.
Step through mid-range won't go, and rebound fought for under the rim. Looks like it's going to stay with North Mac here. Line ball into the game for Holthouse. Clark Sanson into the game. He had 16 points in the JV contest. Was able to knock down 4 threes in the game there. (36-16), 20-point lead for Macomb. Watson, fast break layup, pump fake, scores it and one. That's one of the ones you just got to run through and let Watson score there. He's right at the rim. You're not going to get a good contest from behind.
Absolutely, and Watson's having a really good game thus far. That's his 10th point of tonight.
Has a chance to make it 11 at the free throw line. Second foul for Clark Sanson. 2 fouls apiece. Over here, Watson leaves the free throw short. Sanson, the ball handler, gets into the corner for Eder. Eder working against Conley. Good defense here by Conley. Just tracking Eder back and forth, trying to lose him there. Eventually has to give it up for Lewis. Conley's going to be bumped off the screen once again and still able to get around 2 screens there and kind of get into the shooting vision of Eder. Martin Polk Jr. back into the game for the Macomb Bombers. 22-point lead with just 40 seconds to play before halftime. Conley, a little bit of miss pass there, almost completely missed Hogue. Hogue now with it, back to Conley. Conley over for Polk, into the corner for Hogue. Bombers have worked this thing down, 5 seconds to play. Got to go quickly here. It's going to be Conley here at the buzzer. Sidestep 3 is just a bit off target. 38-16 is the score here at halftime. As the Bombers will go to the bench with a pretty significant lead over the North Mac Panthers. We'll take a break here during halftime. We'll be back with you with some stats and the third quarter to follow. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH for our Thunderbirds heating and cooling coverage of Macomb High scores. We'll be back with you right after this.
And welcome back. I am Patrick Osterman, subbing in for TSSR Game Time Live halftime interview. And today I'm with Vice President of Human Resources here at MDH, Bill Corbin. Bill, welcome.
Thanks, Pat.
Now, how long have you been at MDH?
I've been here now 4.5 years.
So when you first started at MDH, and you've always been the Vice President of Human Resources, you came to the organization at a pretty interesting time. I think pretty interesting for everybody in the world. You got here right at the start of the COVID onset.
Yes, I did. I started April 13th of 2020, so right after COVID kind of hit, and so it was an interesting time.
What kind of challenges did that put for you? Because coming into a new organization, there's always those challenges, you know, new town, getting to know new people, and then you throw a pandemic on like that. How much of a challenge was that for you?
I would say it was a pretty big challenge. Obviously, getting to know the leadership team at MDH, getting to know the community members, and just kind of settling into the community, it was a challenge. You know, during that time, we made some difficult decisions from a leadership standpoint. We went through some downsizing due to the pandemic. And we had some layoffs as well as some kind of furloughs. We did bring some of the employees back, so it was definitely a challenging time.
But as we went through those challenges, now that we're 4 years past all that, you start seeing the growth back, and it's always nice when you can actually hire people more. And I know that's a big part of your job. I know you got a staff, and you can talk about your staff as well that work for you in human resources. But obviously, that's a big part of your job.
Absolutely. The recruitment is a huge part of my position as well as human resources. I have a great team. I have a team of 3 individuals, and they are amazing. I have HR generalist, HR assistant, and the recruiter. They spend the majority of the time focusing on the HR functions, payroll, benefits, obviously recruitment. And the key piece is bringing in the right candidates from a cultural fit.
So when it comes to the recruitment, here at MDH, we are a small rural community hospital. you almost have to sell them more on the quality of life, would you say, and the staff that you work with? I know some people have the allure of wanting to work in the big city, but being able to sell them on Macomb, on McDonough County, and the operations and the staff here at MDH, would you consider that a positive for you, where you're able to go out and find those right candidates?
I would say yes, we're able to find the right candidates. It is somewhat of a challenge. I think it is for the individual who's looking to come to a rural area. I think they have the mindset, this is what I'm looking for. I like that somewhat slower pace than the big city. The nice thing is being in the university town, Western Illinois, we have Amtrak, which is able to take them into the big city if they want to go into Chicago or close to St. Louis and so forth. So obviously McDonough County, it's a great county, it's a great town, and we try to sell that to any candidate that's looking to come here.
How many years have you been working in healthcare and human resources?
I have now over 20 years of healthcare human resources experience.
What's the most rewarding part of your job?
I would say looking at all the individuals that, as far as employees that we bring in, it's always a positive to see that. We have in-person orientation, new employee orientation, where we talk about, kind of culture and so forth. And the key thing is we're looking for individuals who are going to treat each individual like they'd want to have someone treat their mother, their father, brother, sister, and so forth. So.
Now, I know a lot of work going on right now. Recruiting almost seems to be a 24/7 job at times. When you get out of work, what are some of the fun things you like to do?
Oh, outside of work, I enjoy golfing. We've hit the course a few times here and there. I'm currently studying for a certification, so I'm taking the time to do that at nighttime. But enjoy golfing. Enjoy just kind of now and then we'll work out and need to work out a little bit more frequently. But I enjoy watching college sports. I'm a huge college football fan, so really enjoy watching that on the weekends.
Well, Bill Corbin, we appreciate you taking time being here with us today.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Pat.
We'll be back for the second half.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
Sometimes the best healing happens at home. MDH Home Healthcare provides skilled services to children or adults in need of nursing or therapy services. MDH Home Healthcare covers McDonough County and portions of Fulton, Hancock, Schuyler, and Warren counties. Specialized expertise in wound care, IV medication administration, medication teaching, and orthopedic care is available to patients in their own home. Visit MDH.org to learn more about home healthcare. The care you need, the comfort of home.
Back here at Macomb High, it's a 22-point lead for the Bombers at the halftime break, 38-16 in favor of Macomb. We'll go over some halftime stats here. Camden early on the game. Number 1 has 6 points. Number 3, Colin Eder, has 5. Number 12, Luke Alexander, has 3. And number 10, Payne McLean, has a pair of free throws with 2. That's how the Panthers got to 16 there in the first half. For the Macomb Bombers, Nolan Hogue has 4 points. Malachi Conley has 5. Martin Polk Jr. has 2. Nick Elby has 2 off the bench. Langdon Lambert has 2 as well. And then Watson and Holthouse, the lone double-digit scorers. Watson with 10, Holthouse with 13. So it was a slow start for North Mac there in the first quarter. They were able to get things turned around a little bit following a couple timeouts, and Coach TJ Wilson getting his squad fired up. But it was all Macomb there in the second half. They've really blown this thing open. Brandon, what did you like to see North Mac do to try to get back into this one?
And like you said, it was all Macomb there in the first half. North Mac, they just got to play hard. They got to hustle. They got to do what they can do. And TJ Wilson, he's one of those guys I've known for a very long time. And I kind of wish that his son wasn't hurt, because I can remember TJ playing as a high schooler, and I'm sure his son would be the same. So, and North Mac, if you look at their bench compared to Macomb's bench is a whole lot deeper, and that's one reason that Macomb's just been too much in this game. You just have to run on Macomb, see if you can tire them out, do some shots from three-point land, test some things out, and find out what works and continue it the best to your capability. That's what North Mac's going to have to do here to at least give the Bombers a game. Another thing that you got to be talking about as Coach TJ Wilson, you got to be saying, okay, we're down by 22. Now this next quarter, we need to cut that in half, make it a deficit of 11, and go from there. Keep on playing hard, play them tight, and just continue doing what Coach Wilson's saying. Coach Wilson's in his 25th year at least, so the man knows what he's talking about. But then on the other side, you've got Coach Anderson, who's been at it as long. So Coach Anderson, he's going to try to block Coach Wilson's theology, his game plan here in tonight's game. And so far, Coach Anderson is doing that very thing.
4 3-pointers in the first half for the North Mac Panthers, 2 from early, 1 off the hand of Alexander, and then 1 from Eder. And really, when they were able to get open looks from the outside, they were able to knock them down. But then again, you talk about that bench production out of Macomb. Just 4 points off the bench for the Bombers. That's 4 more points compared to the Panthers. Only the starters on the board for them. But it's not just about the points. Hobson and Lineball have both checked into the game and give the Bombers good minutes there in the first half, doing all the other things outside of scoring. As Macomb will start with possession here, and initial pass will go out of bounds. But again, just that bench production out of the Macomb Bombers, they have shown to be much deeper than the North Mac Panthers, as you mentioned, Brandon. Here's Conley with it now. Kicks it out for Holthouse. He's going to get the high screen and roll from Hogue. Couldn't get it to him there. Hogue had position for a second. The starters for both sides out there to kick off the second half. 3 for Conley is no good. Rebounded by Rourke. Rourke loose, that is. 3-pointer on the way out of the halftime break is no good for Alexander. Watson has it now, deep on the right wing. He's going to fake the screen and roll there for Lambert. Shoot the pull up mid-range. That one left a little bit short. Rebounded by Eder. Eder gets right into the body of Conley there. They're going to give it back out. Fakes the jump shot there. Eder will try the 3. Almost made the connection that time. Watson's going to step on the line as he flew in for the rebound. Eder sets it inbound here on the line set. Conley, nice hands there, able to tap it away from Early. He'll go right into the body there and finish the layup. Ball hung on the rim there for a second. Well, finally falling through for Conley. Extends the Bombers' lead once more, out to 24 now in favor of Macomb. Here's the drive from the top of the key by Alexander. Now to the corner for Eder. Man, that kid just never stops running. Alexander fakes the 3, goes right into the pull-up mid-range. Looks smooth there, just couldn't convert. As we're going to have a Panther a little bit slow to get up there. That's number 10, Payne McLean.
Alexander got the defender going up, and really nice fake the defender out. Sadly, the shot did not go in, but really nice play by Alexander there.
Yeah, Alexander, the freshman, getting the start here tonight for North Mac. Yeah, that was a nice move. Was able to get Watson in the air and pretty fluid, just walking right into that mid-range jump shot. Just couldn't convert it. Alexander does have 3 points in the game, however, and there he has a steal. And he'll shoot the pull-up three off the dribble. That one hard off the back iron. Holthouse will chase down the rebound. Sheds off his defender there. Now gives it to Hogue on the left block. Kicks it back out. Holthouse fakes, drive, free throw line, jump shot. That one won't fall, right into the hands of Watson. Another long rebound there for the Bombers. This falls right into their hand, as Hogue will airmail Lambert there on the free throw line. Trying to get it into the high post. Just a little bit too tall for Lambert. Eder with it. Now over for Lewis into the corner for McLean. Trying to give it down low. Here's Early. He's got 2 threes. Can't connect on that one. And Holthouse will walk it up for the Bombers. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the third. Bombers have the lone field goal here to start half number 2. Lambert looking inside, now gives it top of the key. Hogue. Conley on the right wing, trying to feed it under the rim. That one broken up by McLean. Eder back the other way, into the corner for Early. Now back to McLean. Lambert jumps out, picks him up there. Lewis, pump fake drive on Conley. This time it's Eder working against Conley. Kicks it out into the corner for the freshman Alexander. Trying to drive baseline there, kicks it back out. Pull up mid-range jump shot. That won't go. Big time rebound down low for Hogue. Bombers look to push back quickly. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Watson gets the screen, kicks it out. Holthouse swings it. One more pass into the corner. Conley, sports corner 3. As he's able to make the connection there. He's kind of struggled from outside in this contest, but is able to knock down the 3 that time. 43-16. Bombers on the verge of making this a 30-point ball game. Alexander trying to answer and does.
I think Alexander heard you. He's like, nope, I'm going to hit this 3. Really nice shot, nice release, nice spin. Nice job by Alexander.
He's got a nice looking jump shot, does Alexander. He's got it. Another shot there for Conley. Answers right back. It's raining threes here at Macomb High. Conley knocks down back-to-back 3s. Panthers working into their offensive possession here. Lewis kicks it out. Early fakes on Conley, losing for a second. Turnaround jump shot is good. And really in spurts here tonight, the Panthers have done a lot of good things on offense, but the Bombers have just been too much to this point. Conley, heat check 3. He's hot. Conley, another 3. That's his 3rd here in the quarter.
I was talking about Watson earlier. Conley's just the same. He's one that you got to pressure, you got to contest on the 3-point shot.
Was a little bit slow getting the triple to fall in the first half, but Conley now up to 16 points in the contest. That one will be thrown out of bounds. Clark Sanson, Jacob Bickle into the game for North Mac. Conley will take a seat on the bench. He has now taken the lead in the scoring department. He's got 16 in the contest. After that quick 3-point barrage by him. LB into the game as well as Hobson and Linebaugh to be joined by Watson and Holthouse for Macomb. Linebaugh gets the ball there off the elevator screen. Hobson trapped with it in the corner, gets it to Watson. Top of the key 3 is good. Drew Watson now with 15 in the game.
And now we see a 30-plus deficit. 52-21 Macomb on top of North Mac.
The Bombers have just really blown this thing open. This game has felt a lot closer than it has been. But yeah, 30-point lead now for Macomb, 31 to be exact. Here's McLean trying to answer on the three, rattles around, can't get it to go. Looked like that was going to be off North Mac. We're going to call a foul here, actually. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to believe it's a 31-point game. And it's felt as close as it has. North Mac just knows how to battle.
And we haven't had all that many turnovers. We haven't had all that many fouls, so that helps the game's flow just go.
Here's a three on the way, that time from Colin Adams. Can't get that one to go. Adams into the game, as well as Macon Allison for Macomb. So it'll be Adams, Elby, Linebaugh, Allison, and Hobson for Macomb. On Eder. Goes to the line here trying to complete the three-point play, which he does. Early back into the game, Carson Powell. Saw him in the JV contest as well. (52-24), a minute and 20 to play here in the third. Line ball out for Hobson, now top the key for Allison. Able to get it down low. Adams gets it to Hobson, and then Hobson will pass it almost through the hands of Linebaugh there. It'll bounce on the line, out of bounds. Panthers will take possession. Early with it. Dribble handoff over for Sanson, trying to get the roll man there. Lewis. Elby and Lewis fighting for this one on the ground. We're going to have a jump ball tie-up. It'll be North Mac basketball. 48 seconds remain in the third. Early set to inbound, gets it all the way back up top for Lewis. Picked up by Elby. He's going to drive inside. Lewis has that one blocked by Elby. Here's Allison, right wing. He's going to shoot the three off the screen. Can't get that one to go. Rebound tracked down by Bickle. Now with it across the timeline. Dribble handoff over for Lewis. Now over for Early. He'll shoot the three, and he will connect. Camden Early able to chip into that lead a little bit more. Line ball picked up by Early there, able to be shut down. 7 seconds to go here. Bombers got to work. Allison with it in the corner. 5 seconds to play now. Linebaugh gets the screen. He'll go hard to the rim. Can't get the finish. Hobson tips it at the horn. Are they going to count it? They're going to say yes. Hobson, as the clock expires, able to score his first 2 points of the game. Bombers will lead 54-27 heading into the final 8 minutes. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH for Unler Brothers Heating and Cooling's presentation of Macomb High Sports. We'll be back with you right after this.
Coming in for whether it's OB or just your women's health can be a very scary, kind of daunting experience. So it's nice that we have this welcoming, state-of-the-art space to bring our patients into. I think the best part of my job is being able to take care of women and just make them feel empowered and know that we're here for them, that their problems are real, that their concerns are real, and we just want to give them the best care possible. Nothing makes me feel better than when my patients tell me this is the most comfortable they've ever felt at a women's health exam.
You get the opportunity to see so many different things that if you worked at a bigger hospital, you may not be able to see. You know, work is not just about the job, it's also about the people that work alongside you, and we have the best teamwork. They're like a second family. Sometimes you can't get that feeling other places.
Back here at Macomb High, it'll be Macomb basketball to begin the fourth quarter. Get that changed over on the scoreboard. There we go. Final 8 minutes of play. Macomb with the 27-point lead. Adams with the top of the key. Now for Anderson. Polk Jr. checked into the game during that, or in between quarters, I should say. We're going to have an early foul called here in the fourth.
And as I mentioned in the JV game, if you're just now tuning in, who is North Mac? Why are they here? Coach TJ Wilson, an area native of Astoria, wanting to play some area teams. I know for sure they're playing Macomb, Havana, and South Fulton. Actually, tomorrow they play at South Fulton. They're staying in a hotel tonight here in Macomb to get over to Astoria early at 11 o'clock tomorrow. TJ Wilson be coaching back at his old school. So North Mac, that is North Macoupin County, Gerard Verdon. Best way I can describe it is in between Springfield and Carlinville. So they've came a ways, and right now it's not looking the best for them. I say that, and then a three-pointer gets hit. 54-30 here early in the fourth.
That one knocked down by Camden early. He's got 4 threes in the contest. He shot it well from the outside. He's going to come away with a steal here. He's got the lead cut down to 24. Here's Eder on the drive. Hook shot, wild shot there. He's going to be fouled going to the rim. That's always got to be fun, though, coming back to your former school and coaching some basketball there against your former club. Should be fun for Coach TJ Wilson. Yep. Not so much fun here tonight against the Bombers, though.
It may be a little more fun for him tomorrow. But last year, South Fulton did go and make the trip to North Mac last year, and North Mac ended up with a victory.
Jerron Petty into the game for Macomb, as well as Malachi Conley. Conley leads the game in scoring. He's got 16 points. Nick Elby will get set to check in as well. Second free throw is good for Eder. Elby in, Hobson out. So it'll be Petty, Elby, Conley, Polk, and Linebaugh for the Bombers. Just over a minute into the fourth quarter. Linebaugh gets the screen from Elby. Nice pick and roll there. Elby scores at the rim, counted in the foul. Nick Elby going to the free throw line, trying to convert 3 the old-fashioned way. Lineup swap here for the Panthers. We'll get those names and numbers to you here in just one moment. So the number 22, Colby Intrikin, number 21, Jacob Bickle, number 11, Carson Powell, number 14, Kellen Rovey, and number 32, Clark Sansons. A lot of names that we saw in the JV contest. As Macomb will clean out their bench as well. So Ryan Penn will check into the game. Macon Allison will check back in. I think we got all the subs there. They're coming in a hurry there at the end of the game. 6.5 minutes to play. Floater in the middle of the rim won't go. Petty with the rebound. This one to Elby. He'll score again. Nick Elby able to convert once more at the rim for Macomb. Linebaugh picks up there. Petty away with the steal. Good hands there in the passing lane. Allison up. Petty has that one blocked from behind, and they will save it in bounds.
I really love this Bombers bench, how they get so excited whenever there is a nice play or a nice score. They're up off the bench, hooting and cheering and raising their hands.
Here's Elby back to Petty under the rim. Left it short, gets his own rebound, missed it again. Another offensive rebound there, letting him play under the rim there. Shot by Zarian Penn was no good. As we have a jump shot knocked down by Carson Powell. We have a timeout here to get some subs into the game. Isaac House and Colin Adams in. Petty misses a few shots there under the rim, but starting running back for the Macomb Bombers football team this season. Had a productive year back there. As Isaac House will try the three, and he'll knock it down. Big time three up off the bench for Isaac House, 62-33. Here's the dribble drive now. Gets the pick in the corner, bounces it out for Intrican. Sanson drives, floater, and one. Clark Sanson with 2 points in the varsity contest. He's got 18 points on the day here in Macomb High. Finished with 16 in the JV contest.
North Mac really fighting for that mercy rule to not happen. You know, we just got within 29 points, 1 point away, and then that happens. Now we're at 62-35, 27 points.
It's been right on the verge here for a couple minutes now, but North Mac, like you said, doing everything they can to prevent that from happening. House with hands on it this time, forces it into the backcourt. Here's the drive. Sanson kicks it out. Alexander now into the corner. Dribble drive. Powell gets it out. Sanson for three is good. Clark Sanson, another three on the day. First one here in the varsity game. Had 4 in the JV game. He's got another pure jump shot. Here's Petty for three, trying to answer. Can't get that one to go. So Ryan Penn able to knock that one away. Allison on the drive. He will be tied up, jump ball. Possession will remain with Macomb, I should say. 62-38, 4 minutes to go. And again, this is a nice extended run for some of these guys that don't get to see the floor too often. Getting about 6 minutes of game time here as Allison knocks down the sports corner three. And man, these guys have come out here and really impressed. They're putting points on the board in a hurry for both sides, really.
Yes, they are.
Here's a three on the way. That one a bit wild. That won't go. Rebounded by Adams. Adams looking ahead. Slows things down. Over for Allison. House over for Petty. Petty drives right into the mid-range jump shot. Can't get that to go. You can see how badly the Bombers bench wants to score out of Petty. Here's a post fade as House flies in for the board. Can't corral it. (65-38). Drive for Powell, kick out, no good that time. Penn with it. Miscue there with Petty as he goes into the stand. Nice steal there, but it's thrown right into the hands of Rovey the other direction. Nice defense by House, able to take it away. Rovey gets on the floor, close to a travel there. Slid about 3 feet there, did Rovey.
And that's the thing, you hear a lot of people yelling travel. There was no steps taken. He didn't roll or anything. All he did was slide, and that is not a travel.
Here's Penn as he's blocked off the backboard by Sanson. Huge block there by Sanson on the defensive end. Petty with it. On the inbound, gets it into the corner. Three on the way is good.
And now we hit that 30-point mark with 2.5 minutes left in the game.
And you can see just how badly everyone wanted that there for J-Ron Petty. As the gym explodes after that, but Sanson will answer right back with a three of his own. He's got 8 points in the game now. Petty thought about another one. He's going to put up the mid-range. That's going to be an air ball, though. Drive inside here, and we're going to have a foul called. Again, the clock will run here with just 1:50 to go as Macomb was able to hit that 30-point margin just temporarily, though, as Sanson came right back down and knocked down a three to cut it to 27. Carson Powell will come to the line to shoot 2 for the Panthers. First free throw is no good. Second one for Powell also rims out. Allison gets it back to the corner for Petty. He'll give it back to Allison. Again, these Bombers off the bench have played with a lot of intensity here tonight. Penn is going to miss the shot, but there it again is the hustle. Bombers getting hands on the floor, able to come away with the steal. Penn will try a 3, and he'll hit. Sports Corner 3 for Zarian Penn. And the Bombers lead back up to 30, and they are just getting production all across the board here tonight. Dribble drive, Powell, inside, fouled, and one. Count the basket. Carson Powell, as they will stop the clock here under a minute. Powell misses the free throw. Offensive rebounded by the Panthers. Missed second chance points. House with it, 10 seconds to go. Adams gets it over for Petty. He shakes his head. He's just going to dribble it out. That's the right call there by Jerron Petty. Don't need to add on anymore there with just 10 seconds to go. He got his 3, and the Bombers get a win, 71-43. The Macomb Bombers knock off the North Mac Panthers in a non-conference matchup here tonight. As we'll get some final stats here tallied up. And again, this game really felt a lot closer than what it turned out to be, especially through those first 2 quarters and into the third some. But the Macomb offense just way too much. And then after Malachi Conley went on the run of hitting those 3s in the third, he really just felt like North Mac was kind of just out of the game after that.
And you're right, it seemed a lot closer than 28 points. North Mac, they fought that mercy rule all the way till 2.5 minutes left in the fourth. They hit it. North Mac comes back right away, hits a 3 within 5 seconds, but it's still too late. Mercy rule rolls. I'm sure that Coach Wilson wasn't expecting quite this to happen, but he can get his redemption in this West Central Illinois part of the state tomorrow as they travel to Astoria, South Fulton.
So we'll go with some final stats for the game. We'll start with the North Mac Panthers. Camden Early finishes the game with 14 points. He had 4 threes in that contest. Number 3, Colin Eder finishes the night with 9 points. Number 10, Payne McLean will finish with 2. Number 12, Luke Alexander, the freshman, with 6 points. He knocked down 2 threes. Number 14, Kellen Rovey came into the game, scored 2. And then Clark Sanson on the night finishes with 8 points, all those coming in the fourth quarter. For the Macomb High Bombers, Nolan Hogue will finish with 4. Drew Watson with 13. Malachi Conley has 16. Braden Holthouse finishes the night with 13. Langdon Lambert chips in 2. And then off the bench for the Bombers, Macon Allison knocked down a 3. Martin Polk Jr. had 2. Cooper Hobson had 2 as well. Nick Elby finishes with 4. Zarian Penn, Isaac Houth, and J-Ron Petty all knocked down 3s there in the fourth quarter. And it was really just a 3-point barrage here tonight for Macomb. They really get it done from the outside, as they have for a majority of the season. And again, that's really just the Bombers' play style here this season. They've been getting it done from the outside. It's been heavy on guard play, Holthouse, Conley, Watson, and they were all able to contribute tonight. They all finished in double digits. So I think we'll go ahead and get things wrapped up here. John Burton and Brandon Thomas on the call with you here tonight in Macomb. We will see you tomorrow in the mid-afternoon. So not sure what just happened there in the mid-afternoon for some more coverage in the area. Again, John Burton and Brandon Thomas on the call with you here tonight. This has been TSSR Game Time Live's presentation of Honor Brothers Heating and Cooling Bomber Sports. We hope to catch you tomorrow night.